Seawright rejoins us, Julian.
And there's a little bit of some change, but not dramatic ones. As we take a look at our alert day, we're still going to be watching for the timing of everything to be on par. But what we're going to watch for is that small developments of some light snow will begin going into our Wednesday evening, but it's not going to be impacting much of our Wednesday. So you have the day, even though it will be cold, to pretty much do what you need to get done. But once we get into Wednesday nights, that's when we're looking at the snow to start to really spread throughout southern Wisconsin. And then Thursday through Saturday, when we're looking at things to get rather ugly. So that's what we're looking for our alert day timeline. Heavy snow and high winds are still the message that we're going to be watching for, because combining the two, we have a possibility of seeing some blizzard conditions for us. Now, as we take a look at what we have for our winter weather bulletins, areas just west of Lone Rock, we are into that winter storm warning that will be in effect tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. And we're still under a winter storm watch for us in Dane County and surrounding areas to the east and the northeast from Thursday morning to Saturday morning, which would be for Christmas Eve. So let's go ahead and walk through what we can expect for tonight. Well, things are going to be rather cold, and that's pretty much putting it nicely. We're seeing temperatures falling below zero for tonight. Cloud cover will be welcoming us as we head out the door, and so will the cold. We're going to see a gradual increase in temperatures, but it's still going to feel rather brutal for us throughout the rest of our Wednesday. Around 5 o'clock, we'll start to see developments of snow, mainly for the western side of southern Wisconsin, and around 8 o'clock is where it's going to start to spread a bit more. So the evening commute looks to be fine as of right now, but once we get into the overnights, and that's where we're looking at widespread light snow that looks to get a bit more heavy as we get into our Thursday. Thursday afternoon, we're going to be picking back up on where we left off in terms of temperatures, really being on the cold side, and on top of it, we're seeing those winds starting to bluster through the northwest, which is going to be bringing us rather brutal conditions once again. So Thursday evening, we'll start to see the snow really hit into the heavy side of things. Transitioning to Friday, more light snow will be on the way, but we're going to be watching for clearing up going into our Christmas Eve morning, but we could still see snow impacts just north of Dane County between 6 to 9 inches, especially for parts of Minnesota and Iowa. And the further northeast you are, the better opportunity you have to see closer to double digits in terms of snowfall totals. Around Dane County and closer to the Illinois state line, we're looking between 3 to 6, could be on the higher end near the 6-inch mark, but closer towards Milwaukee, Kenosha, Racine, and towards Chicago, looking between more 6 to 9 inches. Now let's talk about the winds, because once we see these winds sustain between the 40 to 50, even 30 miles per hour, now, what we need for criteria of a blizzard will be 35 miles per hour winds that will lower visibility to a quarter of a mile, and on top of it, has to be sustained throughout 3 hours of an event. Well, we're looking at those winds to be sustained throughout a couple of days for us. Adding some snow into that, yeah, we're looking at a recipe for a blizzard. So that's one thing to be prepared for, and not leaving your house going into our Thursday night, Friday, and especially for our Saturday. Wind chills will also be the other reason you want to stay in, because we're looking at temperatures to fall near 25 degrees below zero, and some areas could even see around 30 degrees below zero. Here's once again our blizzard criteria and how you can kind of be safe. Stay home, because traveling is going to be extremely difficult or even impossible within these conditions, as you can't see what's in front of you. My rule of thumb, if you can't see what's in front of your face, you may as well just stay at home. Here's a look at our 10-day forecast. Once we're done with this mess, well, we are going to slowly but surely return to some normalcy, as next week we'll be seeing temperatures rise into the 30s. Still may see some rain and snow, but it's not going to be like what we have to deal with over the coming days.